Alrighty then, hello everybody. Oh, tired. No energy this weekend. Welcome back to the show. Me exercising to get the fluff off, and I'm gonna use the bike today. My knee is feeling better after giving it a rest this weekend. Tried staying off of it as much as I can. Still weak. I've already told the story like a million times what happened to my knees in a car accident, so you already know why that is. So tired. Anyway, grades. Anyway, let's get to it. Bike all set up. Stay tight. I need a new bike stand. Seriously. Go. My foot in there. Foot in there. Alright. And here we go. And I intended to stream this weekend, do some game streaming and stuff, and I didn't even do that. I played some stuff. I played Fallout 4 mostly. I'm messing around with mods. I downloaded, installed Sim Settlements. So I'm gonna see how that works out. It started a new game. Wanted to play stuff, something like Apex or Battlefront 2 or Team Fortress 2 or something, but it takes a lot of energy to interact with people. With Fallout 4, you know, playing it on normal. Usually play it on easy, but I'm playing it on normal, so it's a little more difficult. And you know, I am able to pause the game and do some stuff. You can't in an online game. You're always having to be on the lookout for everything, and you can't pause, and that takes a lot of energy. Lot of energy. Speaking of energy, cat's over here, passed out on the bed. I don't think you can see her. I think the chat window's covering her up. Right here. Yep, the chat window's covering her up. She's snoozing. I grabbed something off the Amazon app today. Some hand exercisers. You can adjust them from between 30 and 100 and something pounds of grip force. They were in a lightning deal for like $9. So I grabbed the pair. I'll get those soon. Still intend to get that thing that goes on the back of your chair. Probably do that next month when I got more available cash. I'll have more exercise stuff to work with, you know, besides just the weights. I'll have some other stuff and some resistance bands, exercisers and stuff. Can increase my repertoire. Try going for a little longer today, maybe. I don't know. I don't want to stress that knee, damage it again, or weaken it again. Got out another video for Zorch Central. Random thoughts video. Wasn't on the green screen though. I just recorded some audio for it. I recycled some of the gameplay video I used for an Old Gamer Plays, which is an Old Gamer Plays Next, which is a video series I do for Gamers Bay. What? I don't have the chat window open just in case people join in. There we go. Come on. Thank you. Alright. Not quite that large. I need to be able to see. OBS is having trouble. Okay, there. Ah. Name Dinosaur 442 on Mixer. Welcome to the stream. Watching a zombie ride his exercise bike. Oh, tired. Everybody here has just been drained of energy all weekend. Dave was complaining about it. Tygra was complaining about it. Not having much energy. Well, I slept in Saturday. Just really tired. Just really worn out. I get a lot of people. I get a lot more people on Mixer than I do anywhere else. I don't see many people from Twitch. Hardly. Well, I'll still stream there. You know, I've got my channel there. Thank you for the follow, Name Dinosaur. And thank you for hosting. Thank you very much. Like, wow. I tend to get a lot of people from the UK in Mixer. A lot of the people who show up in chat are from the UK. Not everybody, but a lot of people are. Microsoft must be doing something right with that streaming service. I don't know if they let you actually upload and host videos like YouTube. Or if they let you do that, they could be a YouTube competitor. God, YouTube needs a competitor. You know, even if it's from Microsoft. YouTube needs one. With the stuff that happened recently, you know, if you're even following any of that stuff that goes on with YouTube, I mean, if you even follow that, you know, YouTube needs a competitor. Needs one bad. Anyway, I don't want to get into the negativity of that. A lot of other people have said what needs to be said about it. You can watch a lot of other channels. Everybody's talking about it. The whole thing with The Verge. Everybody's talking about that. You know. Anyway. Yeah, I was gonna stream this weekend, but no energy. All I did was just veg and Fallout 4 for a while. Try and figure out sim settlements. I'm gonna have to watch some videos on it. I know it's working because I've got the sensor module in my inventory. I found it in shops. I just got to Good Neighbor with Nick Valentine. He's got to be the best NPC companion that Bethesda has come up with yet. I always travel with Nick, and you know, Nick's a pretty important character. I mean, the whole thing, Far Harbor, almost revolves around him in a way too, because it sort of tells the story of where he came from, in a way. Well, not completely around him, but he's important to Far Harbor. You know? And everybody likes him. Everybody likes him as a follower. There ain't you one about Bethesda, you know, they've got their issues. I'm really disappointed with them over what they did with Fallout 76 and how they're responding to the criticism. You know, because Fallout 76 is just it's an example of what not to do. You know, it's something that EA would do, which tells me it may not so much be Bethesda responsible. It may be more the bean counters at ZeniMax, Bethesda's parent company, that might be responsible for why the game is the way it is. Why did they push that game out when it was in such an unfinished state, or in the state it was in? You know, that can't possibly be the vision the developers had. Because I don't get mad at the devs. I don't get mad at the people when games ship broken or ship incomplete. Or when they've got tons of microtransactions and then when they're a full price game where they got loot boxes and everything. The developers that actually program the game, the artists and all them, they have no say. It's the execs. It's the bean counters. It's the financial people, the lawyers in the company that call the shots, not the people who do the development. They're the ones that want all that garbage in the games. They're the ones that decide, oh, we're going to launch this game now, even though the devs say it's not ready. You know, the devs have to work their asses off to get the game at least into a playable state to ship it. Bye, and thank you for joining the stream. You know, They have to work their asses off to get the game into a playable state. And I don't blame them. And there is a push. There's a push to unionize game development. And you know what? I think maybe it's time. Given how we know that companies like Activision and EA have sweatshop-like environments. We've heard stories from people who used to work for them. And there needs to be something like that. There needs to be a game development union. Because these companies are walking all over these people. Burnout and turnover is like very high in the game development industry. And we saw what happened with Activision, where they see record revenue, but then they fire or lay off 800 employees. If they're making all this money, and they let a whole bunch of people go, so they don't have to pay them, so that they can have even more money. This is why I'm against game companies going corporate, having an IPO. Yeah, selling stock, having an initial public offering, yeah, it means a lot of money coming in. It means doubling your revenue, not doubling your money. But when you do that, you sell your soul. You sell the soul to your company. You cease being beholden to your customers. You become beholden to your shareholders. And your shareholders want profit at any cost, and they expect exponential growth. And in an industry like the gaming industry, that kind of constant exponential growth that Wall Street investors expect. Okay, it's plugged in. That kind of growth that Wall Street investors expect is not possible. It's not possible. No, the gaming industry is big. It's bigger than Hollywood. Much bigger. It earns a lot more money than Hollywood. But there are only so many players. When you look at, the game console audience compared to like PC, it's small. Well, the game console market earns a lot of money, but the audience there is not really that big. And Meaning Dart 6105, looks like you're new here. Thanks for joining. And you're from Mixer too. Boy, more people from Mixer. I said I get more people from Mixer on here than anywhere else. No, I'm streaming to Restream, and that's going back out to YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer, of course. But I get more people from Mixer than anywhere else. Occasionally YouTube. Hardly ever get anybody from my Twitch channel. There is, because I hardly ever stream there. Except for this. Need to change that though. I'm considering starting up, regular streams again. Thing is, every time I try to schedule something comes up, and something pops up, something happens, and I don't get to stream. And it happens almost every time I try to schedule something. It's like, ugh. you know, and I don't have a staff, it's just me. Well, there's Tygra, he joins me from time to time on some stuff. I drag him out of his room. But getting back to what I was saying, you know, there's the console side, the number of players, they've reached peak numbers there. They're not really adding on any new players to the console audience that much. And so the kind of exponential growth that Wall Street is expecting from these corporate game companies is just not possible. It's just not possible. You know? And I know that for corporations, the economy is doing a little better, but the average person on the street doesn't have that much money. You know, depending on what, you know, bracket you're in. You can't buy a ton of games. I don't know anybody that can do that. So the kind of constant exponential growth that Wall Street's wanting from Activision and EA, just not possible anymore. Because they've reached that ceiling. They just right whack, just smacked it. And that's why I'm against game companies going corporate. You become beholden to the investors. You value profits at any price. And you lose touch with your audience. Your need to produce games to make money affects your ability to create. And we see how developers are being treated at EA. You know, not being able to have bathroom breaks, sweatshop-like environments. You know, there's a reason why EA is been listed as the worst company in America several times in a row, even above dirtbag companies like Monsanto. And Activision's not any better. After what they did recently, with all those layoffs, and, you know, just completely destroying Blizzard, what they're doing there. You know, a company that we never imagined would be involved in that kind of garbage. What told me that things were going downhill with Blizzard was the whole Diablo Immortal thing. And how they responded to it. No. Because when they start responding to the community with infantile comments, snarky infantile comments, that tells me, yeah, that's them losing touch. Like their comment on stage at BlizzCon, don't you guys have phones? Like, everybody in that audience is a PC gamer, and you weren't telling anybody about the new, you know, PC Diablo game coming, Diablo 4. You were trying to promote a mobile game. You're talking to a dedicated PC gaming audience. sorry, mobile games had their time. You know, mobile gaming is still a big thing, but it's not the big thing anymore. They had their time. Companies like Zynga and King, they pretty much killed that. You know, they pretty much ended mobile gaming's reign. The games that are exploitative and addicting and exploitative. Though that era where mobile games were just seemed unstoppable, that's over. That's done. Mobile games aren't going to go away, but they're not going to dominate. So they had their shot, and they flubbed it with microtransactions, loot boxes, and everything. Oh, and having to pay extra for extra moves. Never forgive EA for that, what they did with Dungeon Keeper. So that's pretty much killed off mobile gaming's chances of becoming the king of gaming. You know, bigger than anything else. Not saying that mobile gaming is going to go away, but mobile gaming becoming the absolute mainstream, not a chance now. That's over. Had their chance, they screwed it. Not a chance. Meanwhile, go to Computex. If you go to Computex, you go to CES and everything, it's majority of it PC gaming. New stuff for PC gaming popping up all the time. I'm not saying that console gaming isn't as good. You know, I'm not saying it's not. I mean, they have their place. Console gaming has its place. It's just, it's not the do-all end-all of gaming that a lot of fanboys claim it to be. I mean, even Microsoft is acknowledging that, you know, PC gaming is more lucrative and has a larger audience. Why do you think they're pushing so hard to try and make the Xbox One more PC-like? Or integrate Xbox and PC so hard? They're pushing that hard because the way they're doing it now is they want every game that releases for Xbox One to also be on PC. Or just about every game. They want to be able to sell it on PC as well as on Xbox One. You know? But I'm straying from the whole argument of... I'm straying here from the whole argument of why I think corporate game studios are bad. Why they need to go back to be either being privately traded or being privately owned. Because the way it is now, it's not working. No. They're not able to sustain the growth that Wall Street wants. You know, and they can scale things back. And, or, wouldn't even say that. I'd say just focus more on making better games rather than, you know, having your developers work on a game and then take up their time coming up with some ways of massively monetizing it. Look at CD Projekt Red. Look at companies like them. You know, their games don't have, well, except maybe that trading card game, that free-to-play trading card game they have. And I expect microtransactions in free-to-play games, but you don't see microtransactions in the Witcher series. You don't see loot boxes in the Witcher series. You don't see any of that. They had DLC and most of it was free. Except for the expansions, except for major stuff. They made millions. It also helps that they own Good Old Games, GOG.com. Helps that they own that. But they're actually making games. They're not like Valve, where they're, you know, spinning their wheels. I don't know what they're doing. They haven't updated. Well, they haven't made anything with the Half-Life series in years. They had something in development, but a lot of that is the fault of both Steam turned out to be a massive success, so they're making a shit ton of money with that. And also their flat management structure. They don't have someone at the top snapping the whip. If there's a project you want to do, you have to be able to get other people to join you on that project and get it done in that company. There's no central control at the top of Valve directing everything. So Gabe Newell, he holds a lot of weight. He throws a lot of weight around. But other than that, you know, I don't know. I'm just frustrated with the way things are with these companies. Despite a lot of the things that have been done by Steam, you know, people get all angry and froth at the mouth over Steam and Valve. And I go, dude, you're getting this butthurt over the things that Steam has done, the whole Steam division and Valve has done, the things that EA and Activision have done over the years. It's far worse. Significantly worse. All this is just fuels, or shouldn't I say fuels, but lends credence to the fact we're in the midst of another gaming crash. Not like the one in 84 or 83. I remember that one. I lived through that one. This one's different. This is a crash of the AAA space. Now I know that Apex Legends has sort of saved EA's cookie for now, because their stocks were in freefall. After Battlefield 5 just basically flopped. No, Battlefield 5 flopped. All the pay-to-win stuff was pulled out of Battlefront 2. The cancellation of the Star Wars open world game, it all combined, and investors just... Oh, and the other thing, EA pulling all the stuff from Belgium for FIFA. That's also what caused it. It's caused their stocks to just nosedive. You see, the investors, Wall Street investors, most of them don't play games. They only care about one thing: getting more on their, more returns off their investment. They want higher profits. They want growth. And they don't see that happening with EA without using all these crappy business practices. They're the reason why EA and Activision, and even to a somewhat limited extent Ubisoft, use those practices. Why they have microtransactions in full-priced games. Why they have loot boxes. It's because it makes money. It makes investors happy. Thing is, it's not the investors that keep the company alive. It's not the investors that these companies should be appeasing. It's their customers, people they sell their games to. But instead, they see the people that they sell their games to as cattle. You know, money, assets, resources, instead of customers. And when customers aren't happy with what they're doing, they get butthurt and they attack them for not wanting to be exploited. You see it all the time. You see how they act. They get childish. A lot of these small companies that produce absolute crap and expect gamers to buy their stuff and be happy with it mindlessly like sheep. And when they're not, they get out on social media and they act like, spoiled children. They just act like spoiled children. And look what happened with that one of the devs that made a comment. One of the devs at I forget the name of the developer for the Metro franchise. Look at their comment saying that if you boycott the game because they went exclusive to the Epic Store after offering the I can't think today. After offering the pre-order on Steam, saying, oh, if you boycott the game, you might not get future Metro games on PC. And then the company walked that back real quick. You get shit like that. You get CEOs and higher up execs just acting like spoiled children. You saw it from EA, the whole comment that got downvoted, largest downvote in history on Reddit from EA's execs. You see it from Activision execs. See it from Randy Bitchford. From he does a lot of childish comments. I like calling him that. You know, especially after Aliens Colonial Marines, that whole debacle. That was a big disappointment. And Bobby Kotick. Bobby Kotick, he is like slime ball. He is a complete slime ball. Head of Activision. I don't know. I'm just tired of it all. These slime balls, these childish execs in these companies. Like, how dare you not buy our company's stuff? You're supposed to love us. Pride and accomplishment from buying microtransactions. Not a load of bull. What a complete load of bull. You know, I'm tired. So the filters are off, and I'm just letting go today, aren't I? Oh, watch out. Wow, I've been going a long time. Okay. I've been so pissed off, I didn't even notice. My legs were getting really tired. Hulk smash! Oh, but you know what? Don't have a lot of time, so I'm gonna just skip the weights today. I'll make up for it tomorrow. Maybe I'll be feeling better tomorrow. Something's just going on. I don't know what. A lot of things have been happening around the world, and it's not just me, Tygra, and Dave. I've been hearing from other people that they're just dragging. It's just no energy. Don't know what's going on. No, we know things happen on a much higher level, and we know that stuff's happening that we don't see. It feels like, you know how water retreats from the shore when a tsunami comes? That's what it feels like on a higher level. It feels like that. It feels like all the energy in the area is just drained out, and it feels like something's coming. And whatever it is, I don't know. We've felt this before, and big stuff has happened. consistently. So, you know, watch the interwebs. Keep an eye on your Twitter. Something's coming. Anyway, yeah, I'm fried. I'm roasting here. I am very much wanting to lay down, but I need to stay up because lunch is coming up soon. And I'm gonna have, you know, 2 ravenous velociraptors coming after me for food. Or should I say zombies? They're gonna be tired. And I'm the only guy in the house who can cook. Or at least cook without destroying the kitchen. Anyway, thanks for everybody who joined me in chat. Not a lot of people showed up, not a lot of people talked a lot. Had, Named Dinosaur 440 and Meaning Dart 62105. Named Dinosaur followed and is hosting me. Thank you guys very much. At the end of the show, I usually give a message, you know, because my current state is because I let myself go because of depression. I didn't know I had depression until I saw Jerry Berg, aka Barnacles, talk about his, and I realized, hey, that's exactly what's happening to me. You don't have to suffer alone. You don't have to go through it alone. You know, it helps to talk to people. It's not healthy to bottle things in. And don't be afraid to talk to people. Don't be afraid to, you know, let others know what you're going through. Especially when you're talking to someone who is willing to listen, who is willing to be open-minded about what you're going through. You know, talk to them, and it helps a lot. And that's the reason why I'm doing these videos. Not only because I need to do the exercise, I need it to get this off, and also the diet is helping too. The diet we're on is a lot healthier than what we used to be eating. We're not eating anything out of the box. That's another thing to do. Change your diet. Consider going on to a keto diet or paleo diet. So get rid of the processed sugar. Also anything wheat and grain also, because the anything wheat prevents your body from processing fats properly, and it causes it to collect. It actually does. And sugar is addictive. It's very addictive. I've been fighting wanting a soda bad, or wanting candy really bad, but that sugar addiction, and you know, that high fructose corn syrup that's in a lot of sodas, that's really bad for you. That's bad for your kidneys, and it shoots your blood sugar really high. It can give you diabetes. So, you know, I know a lot of people are in different situations where they don't have a lot of money or whatever, but change your diet. You know, try to avoid stuff that has a lot of unnatural sugars in it. Regular, natural, simple sugars, like what's in fruit and stuff, is fine. But processed sugar and this processed wheat and gluten. Gluten is very difficult for the body to digest. Very difficult for the body to digest. So, again, talk to people and change your diet and get some exercise. Exercise also helps you feel better, and it helps your mental health as well. So you don't have to suffer through depression And, you know, suicide is not an answer. I've come close a few times myself, so I know what it's like. I'm not just sitting here just pulling stuff out of my ass, because I've actually gone through, you know, all of this, and I'm overcoming it. I know you can't get rid of it forever, but you can overcome it. You can overpower it in a way. Anyway, I've been Mike TheZorch. Don't forget to check out the Gamers Bay store on eBay. We have a lot of retro games, a lot of original Xbox, PlayStation 2 stuff. We're also going to start having some movies on there, some horror films and stuff on DVD. We're going to start getting a lot of those onto the store, and every purchase goes towards helping the Gamers Bay channel and Zorch Central channel. We're sort of partnered together. And also in the link below you'll find the store. You'll also find the Gamers Bay community, where I'm an admin on MeWe. We have moved from Google+. Our community's still there, but we've pretty much moved our flag over to MeWe. And MeWe is a social media network that was co-founded by Tim Berners-Lee, the father of the World Wide Web. They value your privacy, so they do not collect your data and sell it to other companies. They are focused on your privacy. They have encrypted chat. They have, for a very low price, add-ons such as themes and emote packs and unlimited voice and video calling for like $1.99 a month, which is like really low price. You know, it's overall, it's a great social network. We're not sponsored by them. Wish we were. Well, we're not sponsored by them, and their features are very much what Google Plus used to have. Chat in communities, you know, cloud storage for everybody, which, well, Google Plus still has that, and just all the features there that used to be there in Google Plus, MeWe has it. Plus, they are not corporate owned, so they don't have a corporate agenda. They don't have a political agenda. They're not going to censor or ban you because of your opinions, because you might go against what social justice warriors want, like they do on Facebook and Twitter. They're not going to do that to you there. Anyway, didn't want to get political here. But anyway, I have been Mike TheZorch. Thanks everybody for watching. I am going to try and stay awake till lunch. I'll see you guys tomorrow.